So the job for today is going to be something along the lines of changing out the grease fitting for the mower. Some people would call it a bush hog. Some folks would just say mower. But the time of year has come for trying to do some bush hogging in preparation for getting fields ready to potentially fertilize and then cut for hay. And in prepping the bush hog, I realized that one of the grease fittings was not allowing grease to pass into the area where it should. Just sort of leaking out around the fitting. So today we're going to sort of take that apart and look and see if we can identify a problem with the fitting and replace the fitting if necessary, or identify a problem with the area just below the fitting, so if there's a blockage or something in there that's keeping the grease from going where it needs to go. So you can see this is the mower. It's been in some of my other videos. This is a Frontier model RC1060, and the first thing I'm going to have to do is remove this shield. You can see this opening here. You can kind of look down in there. That's the opening that's designed for the grease gun to go in and attach to the grease fitting. You see down here underneath there's a big pile of grease where it's just been passing out around the fitting. So today we'll be taking that shield first of all off. You see I greased it. There's some spinning that needs to take place here, and we want to make sure that that's lubricated to make the turning easier. And then we'll be going in and trying to identify a problem, if any, with the grease fitting. Now with the shield back, you can see move the shield here, pushed it back. You can see well, I thought you'd be able to see better down in there how the grease is sort of stacked up and been moved along to the outside of the fitting, and I can't tell yet if it's going around the fitting, or in other words if the fitting is blocked, or if it's coming out from around the base of the fitting. Finally able to get to the fitting there, and what I ended up doing was disconnecting from the tractor, removing the part of the drive shaft that attaches to the tractor, pulling the shield off where I could finally get up into this area and work easier. When I did that, I was able to put the grease gun on and actually see it work, make sure I was connected to the right fitting, and I just didn't have enough grease. I had a tremendous amount of grease that I had to put in before it would start showing up, and so that was all there was to it, as I just hadn't greased it recently enough. I was out, and for some reason I wasn't making good connection with the fitting with my grease gun, and I went ahead and in the process I tried to remove this pin here on the side, to remove all of the arm, to be able to get up inside there, and that is not the way to go about this. The best thing is to take off the shield and disconnect from the tractor, and allow that arm to drop down so that you can actually get access to the fitting. But again, it's trial and error a lot of times around the farm, and I hope this helps y'all. If you're watching this, not make the same mistake I did. Disconnect and go at it that way. You have a lot more flexibility and get into that tight space.